Hello and good morning. In this video, I want to share with you a very quick, easy 5-minute energy tapping method. And as one of my teachers said, when we're tapping on the body in this way, we are creating an internal energy shower. And I love that phrasing, an internal energy shower. Because when we tap on the body in this way, what we're doing is we're sending signals into the system, into the nervous system, the connective tissue of the body, and obviously stimulating and shifting the brain activity. And what the system seems to be doing when we send these signals in is that it's re-regulating itself. It's got more information. And what seems to be happening is that it finds systems which may be under-energized or sluggish, and it activates them, brings them up to a new level. And it finds systems in the body that may be over-energized or overactive and brings them back down to create more of this is why I call it a regulation or re-regulation of the system. And basically, when the system has this balanced state where all the systems are energized and communicating effectively, what one system isn't dominating another system, then we create harmony in the system. Harmony in the body, harmony in the biochemistry of the body, harmony in the brain activity of the body, harmony in the heart rate. And basically, when all these things are active, the system is working at optimal levels. And then, digestion improves, intelligence improves naturally, and all these wonderful things. So this is what tapping offers us, and this is what I'm going to show you how to do. And just quickly, is that this tapping really comes from EFT. But I've noticed that people, especially beginners, kind of get a bit blocked and put off by the tapping because they're confused by the wording, not sure what words to use, etc. And this is understandable. I actually had this issue when I started. However, we shouldn't let the wordage stop us from the practice of tapping, and that's why I want to focus on just showing you the tapping, because it has a very similar effect. It still sends signals in, it still re-regulates the system. The main difference with the EFT and using the wordage is that we're sort of targeting a specific psychological component. But it's not necessary. We can just tap on current state. And this is also helpful. So let's do this. So basically, these are the main points, and I'll take you through it. First 2 points, the first point, 2 fingers on the inside of the eyebrow. And just give this quite a firm little zap. I call it you want to feel a little bit of a zap. So tap for 10, 20 rounds. You can do both. It is more stimulating. I would do this if I'm feeling more agitated or have a headache or something like that. I would add more power by adding 2. But if it's just a general tap, 1 is enough. Then the next point is on the side of the eye. Well, actually, where the eyebrow is, on the bone there. Tap that point. This point is good for gallbladder. Gallbladder runs down the side of the body. Allow your breath to keep moving as you breathe, as you tap. So yeah, that's another major important point to mention with all tapping, EFT, and all this sort of work, is that you need to keep the breath moving. That also helps regulate the system. Good. Under the eye. So on the cheekbone. Good. And another thing that comes up when we're tapping, sometimes people feel like they need to yawn or burp or sneeze or make a noise or just have a deep breath. This is actually a good sign. Again, this is a sign of the system is attempting to re-regulate itself. Good. Under the nose, 10, 20 times. On the chin, in the middle of the chin, 10, 20 times. And keep the breath moving. Good. Oops, almost lost me here. Onto the chest. So I like to spread my fingers and tap under the collarbone and actually get onto the sternum. This is probably the most important and most powerful area of the body to tap. Use your breath to help you. I would consider this to be one of the major areas of the immune system. The thymus gland. Oops. The thymus gland lives here. Good. Next point I call chicken wings. So you can go into, it's in the side of the rib cage as a tender point. You can do one hand, you can do two hands. You can even do a crossover if that's better. I tend like to do one. So 10, 20 times. Good. The thumb, this one's a nice one. I like the fingers. So where the nail meets the skin. So again, quite firm, but you feel a little bit of a zap. Now the hands are very powerful because the meridian lines actually, or most of them, travel out through the fingertips and then out through the toes. So that's why the extremities of the body actually, we use them a lot in acupuncture. For example, like if your shoulder's sore or you've got a headache, we'll still access the hand to treat it in some way. The next finger, so the top where the thumb side, where the nail and the skin meet. Next finger. Next finger. And then little finger. And then karate chop point. Good. And then I like to do the head. This is optional, so spread the fingers and move all around. This one's really nice. That's it. And that's it. So I'll just take you through quickly again to help reaffirm learning. You can do this tap anytime. So inside of the eyebrow, 10, 20 times. Outside, 10, 20 times. Under the eye, 10, 20 times. Under the nose, 10, 20 times. Chin. Chest. Side of the rib. Thumb. Next finger. Next finger. Next finger. Next finger. Karate chop. Top of the head. And then just take a breath. So again, you can do this anytime, and I'd even recommend once a day. Again, it'll just help create a new balance for your system, a new way of being. And if you do it every day, you'll notice that the calmness will start to even out in your life, in your daily life. So that's basically it. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.